Hi, guys. Welcome to Come Read Tarot with me. My name is Leslie. I am going to continue with the series of the tarot cards that we're looking in, and then I'm going to do a quick love reading for you at the end. So today's card is going to be the Three of Wands. I'll be real quick going through it. I'm not doing reversals. I'm not going in depth. I'm not doing the associated elements with it, nothing of that nature, just some brief description, and then we'll move into that love spread for you. Okay, guys? Just please remember to like, share, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell so you know when I'm on again with a reading. Okay, so today is the Three of Wands. So the Three of Wands is expansion, right? It's looking out to the future, it's the planning stage of anything that's going on in your life. It's expansion. When the Three of Wands come up is when you're ready to make a decision. I feel like you already know at this point, you already know what you want to do or where you want to go, but there's just a little bit more either effort or planning needed to really launch whatever it is you have in your mind, be it love, work, or career. But the Three of Wands is definitely now, there's a sense of expansion with it. When things are looking up, things are looking forward, you kind of know where you're heading now. There's just a little bit more pause, there's a little waiting with it. Whenever you see the Three of Wands, there's a little bit more wait involved before it's go time. Okay, guys, so that's a little snippet on the Three of Wands. I'm going to move right into a love reading for you now, and I'm going to start out with maybe three oracle messages before we get into the love spread. Okay, and this is for anyone that you came to the reading to view. So be it anyone, be it somebody you're with, somebody you're crushing on, somebody you're in no contact with, this reading just related to the specific energy. Okay, so let's see what we get from the three oracle messages, then we'll move into the tarot portion. So reading up, doing the research, learning more, gaining insight. So this is like the spy card in the tarot. This is like the page of sword, right? This person is doing a lot of checking up on you, um, finding out information, just getting a lot of information. This person is spying on you. So if this person have to do that, it kind of tells me that maybe you're not in contact with the person. So the person is going through other channels to kind of get info on you. Extra. So dramatic, trying too hard, starter. And this person, I don't know if you can see because I'm in a different area, so the lighting is not really that great. But this person is clothed in like a clown outfit, and he puts his face into like a clown face. So I am feeling this person, what I'm getting from the first card and with this card combination, I kind of feel like this person is putting on a front. So they're showing the world one thing, but in truth and in fact, they're another thing, or they're feeling one way and projecting a certain exterior to the outside, but interior, they're a different way. So, for instance, this person could be drowning in their emotions, feeling pity if you guys are not together. But to the world, they look fine and dandy. They look happy go lucky. They look like they're unbothered, unfazed by it. Or another way, this person could be showing up in the world as an upstanding citizen, but in truth and in fact, this person, you know, is not all he cracks up to be, right? And the next one is swept up, head over heels, falling in love, intense emotion. So be it that one, it could be that this person is swept up in their emotions about you at the moment. They could be feeling the loss of you, say for instance, if you're not together, or this person could be, you know, I don't know if they're entertaining others and kind of getting that feeling, but whatever it is, it's frivolity, right? It's not real. If it's another person, it's not real. And if it's to this connection, I feel like this is the way the person is feeling at the moment. This person is drowning in self-pity and sorrow. But I do believe that if you were to see them out in the open, or their friends or their families, their friends or family would say, oh my God, they're taking it really well. They're not even phased by the what's going on in the connection. But internally, that's not how they feel. So let's move into a love spread now and see what we can pick up from this person. And I'm looking into their energy, but you know how tarot is. I could be looking into their energy and you pick up on your energy. So just feel free to flip the energies, okay? And if it doesn't sound familiar or it doesn't, you don't know what I'm talking about, it's simply not your reading. Okay, I'm picking up on someone else's energy. So let's just pull out one more card and then we'll look right into the energy. And I'm looking directly into this person's energy, but some of the cards will pertain to you as well. So in the center of the reading, I'm looking at what's going on in their everyday, outside of this connection, their day to day. The Three of Cups. It doesn't surprise me to see this card because in their day to day, they're probably going on like they're fine, going out, having drinks with their friends, chatting, laughing, a social camaraderie. They're having a lot of people around them. They're engaging. They're probably going out a lot, you know, drinking, celebrating. And remember, in those oracle message, we see that they are, it's a facade, right? It's kind of a facade. So I kind of still getting that facade energy off that, but I'm going to clarify the card, obviously. Why is the Three of Cups here for this person's energy outside of the energy with them and my collective? Why is the Three of Cups here? The Queen of Wands reverse. Let me see if the cards are reversed. No, the Queen of Wands reverse. So like I said, the person is carrying on like they're all okay. But in truth and in fact, I think this is their energy. The Queen of Wands is in reverse. So this is what they're portraying to the world, this Three of Cup energy, like they're fantastic, they're able to party, laugh, go out and have a good time. But in truth and in fact, they've lost, their bubble has been burst. And I think it's because they're not with you. They're not as confident as they're making it out to be when they're around their friends. They're not as happy, they're not as joyous. Quite frankly, they're lacking luster. When they go home, they probably retreat into a ball and go inside themselves, probably just eat, watch TV, and be sloppy. But this is what they're showing to the world, when in truth and in fact, they're not feeling vibrant, they're not feeling good at all, because the Queen of Wands come up reverse. In their mind space, as it relates to this connection, they have the Seven of Pentacles. So in their mind space, they're telling, they know that the juice is worth to squeeze with you, right? Because you see how the pentacles on the card, they are actually sunny, so they're ripe, right? So they feel like now is the time. I even get the impression that they feel a little sense of urgency, because after the fruit become ripe on the tree, the next thing they will do is rot, right? And right now it's not even like it's just green. If it was green, I would say, okay, they said the juice is worth to squeeze, they can get ripe and stuff, but now it's fully ripe. So I think this person is getting a little anxious now because the fruits are ripe. Maybe they feel like it's time now for them to come back and mend fences, or else things will turn sour. You'll just go off and leave them, or something of that nature. But whatever it is, they feel like it's worth the investment, right? Because they're seeing the fruits of their labor on that tree. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here in their mind space? Why is the Seven of Pentacles? And they have invested a lot in this connection too. Or even if they have not invested a lot, they are invested in the connection. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here? Show me the Seven of Pentacles. Yep, the Death card. So that's what I think they're trying to avoid. They're trying to avoid an ending with that Death card, right? Because there was an ending, but they're trying to avoid it in totality, right? Because they feel like it's worth it to start it over again, or they're feeling now that it's time to act because these fruit, it's ripe for the picking. And if you don't pick it when it's ripe, that chance can be missed, right? In their deepest down feeling, if you were to go down in the pit of their stomach, this is what they're feeling, the Eight of Swords. So no matter how much they want to move forward with you, no matter how they want to come forward, they're stuck. And I kind of feel it's in every sphere of their life. They feel stuck. I don't feel they know how to come forward towards you. Maybe they feel like they'll be brutally rebuffed, or they just feel like they don't know how to make things right again with you. They feel stuck. Clarifying the Eight of Swords, I have the Eight of Pentacles. So two eights on top of each other, right? So they want to put work in the connection. They want to come back and work on the connection, but they're feeling blocked. They're feeling stuck. They don't know how to do it. And they could be hiding and drowning in work as well. But I more feel like they want to put work in the connection. Moving forward, as you go forward, you have the High Priestess, right? So that is a lot of that. That's a deep knowing, right? They know that this connection is worth it. but I don't think they know how to do it. Going forward, this could be them staying silent, but I more feel like is that they have a knowing now that it's time for them to move. I'm clarifying it, and I get Nine of Pentacles. So I feel like the High Priestess is telling them to come out of this single energy now, come out of this Nine of energy now. Or I also feel like the High Priestess, they know your high value with that Nine of Pentacles. The obstacle between the pair of you is the Four of Sword. Too much dragging of feet, too much time out, too much pausing, too much overthinking. This person could also not feeling their greatest either, and that's why they're refraining from coming forward. Why is the Four of Sword here? For the obstacle between my collective and their person. Why is the Four of Sword here? Yeah, the Queen of Pentacles. They are resting, right? But they're knowing that you're the Queen of Pentacles. In all their time out, they know that you're the Queen of Pentacles. They see you as wife, mother, whatever. They know you're of high value. And also this depiction, this guy's hand is raised slightly higher than if you were to view it in the Rider-Waite deck. It's raised a little bit higher. So I kind of get the feeling like this person is praying, and it's like they're praying back for you. But the obstacle right now is that there is a disconnection between you and them, and they see you as high value. And the possible outcome is justice. So that could be a divorce if you guys were married. But I more feel like the possible outcome is someone in this connection trying to balance out this connection, because she's holding the balance in her hand. So justice will be brought to this connection. Why is justice the outcome, the possible outcome for this connection at this time? And remember, guys, this is just for the rest of August. I'm not looking at your forever life, right? With this connection. This is just throughout the end of the month. Why is justice here? This card wanted to come out. The Hangman. So I feel like this person is pausing at the moment, but that's because they're trying to figure out how to balance things. Why is the Hangman here? Why is the Hangman here? The King of Wands in reverse. Now we have the Queen of both the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands in reverse. What that is telling me, this person wants to come and balance out things with you really badly, but they're in a state of analysis paralysis. Remember the card we started out with, the Eight of Swords, where they're stuck. They don't know how to come forward to you. I think more than they don't know how to come forward with you, I think it's more a fear of coming forward. Whatever they did or whatever went on in this connection, they know it's not easily excusable. So I feel like they're feeling stuck. This is analysis paralysis. They're thinking, overthinking. And now we have the King of Wands reversed. So this person is not at all confident. We see the Queen and King of Wands. So there's a couple here, but the couple is in reverse. This person don't know how to act, and I think they know that you are probably not going to receive them well, right? So the King of Wands is where they're not confident about coming forward. They don't know how you're going to receive them. They're off their game a little bit, even though they're showing to the world like they're, the king. They're showing the King of Wands up horse, when in truth and in fact they're the King of Wands reverse. Now going back to the first card in their everyday life, with the King of Wands reverse, they kind of feel like this. It gives a different meaning here as well, or one of the possible reading, where I said, what are they doing in their external life to this connection? I feel like they want to celebrate with you, or they want to have a good time with you, but they know you're in reverse. Not that you fall off your game or anything like that. They know that you wouldn't be eager to do any of this with them. So that's another one way to look at what's going on with them in the outside world. So that's how I'm getting the energy off them. I'm going to pull one card for what is the final outcome for the remaining of this month in this connection. Or let me look into what action, if any, will this person take in this connection by the end of the month. Show me the possible action, if any, that my collective person will take by the end of the month. And give me a clarifier for that, please. A clarifier for the possible action that my collective person will take by the end of this month. Okay, so let's look at the possible action. Ooh, they might offer you something tangible and stable. Let's see what's clarifying it. The Seven of Pentacles, because they feel that it's worth it. They have invested a lot into this connection, and they want to go to the extra mile. The Seven of Pentacle plus the Eight of Pentacle plus the Ace of Pentacle is the Eight of Pentacle. They want to put work into the situation. Now we have the Eight of Pentacles here already. So 3 times we have the 8 now. They want to put the work into the connection to make it grounded again and stable. If they don't do that, because I'm looking at your possible action, know that that's exactly what they're thinking. The only thing might stop them is because, again, the Eight of Swords, they feel stuck. And we had seen the Hangman where they're having analysis paralysis. So this is where I'm going to leave the reading, collective. I will see you again in another reading very soon. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I'm on again with a reading. I'll see you again real soon. Bye for now.